All right, welcome. Today, we are diving into something I find absolutely fascinating. The real, and I mean real, signs of high intelligence that most of us just completely miss. So forget everything you think you know, because we're about to look at the subtle clues that show a truly powerful mind at work.
First things first, we've got to challenge the classic stereotypes of what a genius is supposed to look like. It's almost never the wild-haired scientist frantically scribbling on a chalkboard like in the movies. The truth is way more subtle and honestly, way more interesting.
So just for a second, what do you picture? When I say the words highly intelligent person, what's the first image that pops into your head? Is it someone acing a test, or maybe solving a crazy complex math problem? Just kind of hold that image in your mind, because we're about to pull it apart. Yeah, we're going to move way past those Hollywood cliches. Instead, we're going to explore the quiet, real-world patterns in behavior that researchers have actually started to notice. And here's the key. This isn't about being a great test taker. It's about how a highly intelligent brain actually experiences and processes the world around it.
And that brings us right to the heart of it all. We're going to break down 5 of these lesser-known signs of a high IQ. Think of these as the hidden psychological tells, the things that show us not just what someone knows, but how they think.
So let's just jump right in with number 1. Now this is a big one, because on the surface, you could easily mistake this for someone just being, well, difficult.
You see, highly intelligent people just can't take things at face value. They have this deep, burning need to question everything, to challenge the things everyone else thinks are obvious, and to dig and dig and dig until they get to the root cause. They're not satisfied just knowing that something works. They need to understand why it works that way.
And let me be clear, this isn't about them trying to be argumentative. It's a cognitive trait, and it's called deep pattern seeking. Their minds are literally wired to look for the hidden blueprint in everything, whether it's a simple conversation or the structure of an entire company. They can't help it.
All right, let's keep it moving with number 2, and you'll see how this one really builds on that first idea. This one's all about engagement.
Have you ever met someone who just seems to check out the second a task gets repetitive, or a conversation starts going in circles? Well, that's not laziness, and it's not a short attention span. It's a mind that is constantly hungry for more complexity.
The technical term for this is a low stimulation tolerance. Basically, their brain gets the pattern of new information so fast that it adapts, and then it's done. What might keep most of us busy for a week could become mind-numbingly boring to them in a day. You see this in the real world all the time. People who hop between jobs, or have a dozen unfinished hobbies, or who can pick up a new skill like lightning, only to drop it the moment they feel like they've mastered it.
Okay, on to our third sign. Now, this one is a really fundamental shift in how a person sees the world, from looking at single points to seeing the whole map.
Highly intelligent people just naturally see how everything is connected. They don't just see a single event happening over here in a vacuum. Nope. Their brain instinctively links it to bigger systems, psychology, economics, human behavior, to try and understand the entire web of causes and effects.
Here's the difference, and it's a huge one. While most of us might ask, hey, what just happened? The high IQ mind is already asking, okay, what underlying pattern caused this to happen in the first place? It's like they're constantly zooming out to see the whole blueprint that's driving all the individual events we see.
Number 4. Now, this one might sound a little weird at first, but trust me, there's a powerful cognitive reason behind it. A high intelligence often comes with a really strong inner monologue. And I don't mean just random thoughts. It's more like a tool. They are constantly running simulations in their head, debating themselves, playing out conversations or scenarios before they ever happen.
And that's really the heart of it. It's like having your own built-in quality control system, an internal peer review. This constant self-dialogue lets them catch their own mistakes, sharpen their arguments, and just massively improve the quality of their decisions and their self-awareness, all before they even say a word out loud.
Okay, that brings us to our final sign, and honestly, this one might be the most counterintuitive, the most surprising of them all.
Believe it or not, it is incredibly common for highly intelligent people to be filled with self-doubt. Why? Because they are so deeply aware of the sheer vastness of everything they don't know. And that awareness makes them really hesitant to call themselves an expert on anything, which often saves them from overconfidence.
This quote just nails it perfectly. What's happening here is basically the Dunning-Kruger effect in reverse. Instead of having very little knowledge and being super confident, They have a lot of knowledge, which makes them way more aware of all the nuance, the complexity, and the uncertainty of it all.
Okay, now before we finish up, we have to do a major reality check here. Because recognizing these signs is one thing, but it's absolutely crucial to understand what IQ actually is, and more importantly, what it isn't.
Let's be super clear. Having a high IQ is like having a powerful engine in a car. That's it. It's just processing power. It does not automatically make you successful. It doesn't guarantee emotional maturity, social grace, or self-discipline. A powerful engine is totally useless if you don't have a good driver behind the wheel.
And at the end of the day, this is the formula that really matters. Real-world achievement, a fulfilling life. It's not just about raw IQ. It's about combining that intelligence with emotional awareness, with the discipline to see things through, and crucially, with the ability to actually execute on your ideas.
So what does this all mean? Well, when you understand these 5 signs, you get a much richer, more accurate picture of intelligence. It helps us see it less as a number on a test and more as a whole collection of behaviors and ways of thinking that shape how someone interacts with everything around them. So I'll leave you with this final thought to chew on. Now that you can spot these patterns, the deep questions, the systems thinking, even the self-doubt, how does that change the way you see intelligence, both in other people and maybe even in yourself? Something to think about. Thanks for tuning in.